top 175-pound fighter not named Roy Jones.
Roy Jones, come on, baby. You next, Roy. You next, baby. You can't run now.
If he really think he wants on me, we're going to find out. Because I'm finna go find out how much me he want. You know, he can talk, he can call names, he can do all that. That's not why I'm kicking his ass. I'm gonna kick his ass because I told him a long time ago I'm gonna kick his ass when he get to the top.
The time for talk is almost over. Next Saturday night, Roy Jones and Antonio Tarver finally face off in what many expect to be the toughest test of Jones's light heavyweight career.
I call this fight is the changing of the guards. We'll have a new face in boxing come November 8th.
I don't tell people about what they say, I judge about what you do. Yeah, you do a lot of talking. Can you kick my ass? I doubt it.
Is there a personal factor in that you and Tarver have known each other for such a long time and don't seem to like each other?
First of all, he got a whipping when we was 13. He haven't gotten over it yet. Second of all, I just love to fight. So when I tell people, they come at me, will you fight me? Hell yeah, I'll fight you. I don't care about who you are. I'll fight you any day, anytime, anywhere. I don't care. So he kept on begging. Now he get it. Here I come. And he better be ready to come next Saturday because I'm coming to get mine back. And I don't even care about them titles. I'm coming to get mine just cause I'm Roy and I still rule this. Understand? I run this now here, not nobody else.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue, and he officially weighs 175 pounds. In his professional career, he has 21 victories, including 17 knockouts, with only 2 defeats. He comes to this ring tonight looking for revenge and redemption to prove to the world that he is not just one of the 2 best, but that he is the very best light heavyweight in the world today. From Orlando, Florida, the #1 ranked contender and former light heavyweight champion of the world, Antonio Magic Man Tarver. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing gray, his official weight, 174 pounds. In 1998, he was voted that Olympics most outstanding boxer, and now, as a professional, his record stands at 49 victories, including 38 knockouts, with only 1 defeat, which was disqualification and reversed by a first-round KO in rematch. He is universally recognized as, pound for pound, the greatest fighter over the past decade. Tonight, we turn the page to another chapter of the saga of a boxing superstar. From Pensacola, Florida, presenting the former middleweight world champion, former super middleweight world champion, former heavyweight world champion, the reigning, defending, 3-time light heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
All right, you guys, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. Do you have any questions?
I got a question. You got any excuses tonight, Roy?
Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch the gloves and go to work.
Tonight, Roy.
Let's go to work.
Antonio Tarver wants to correct the scoring of the first fight. Roy Jones, in effect, wants to avenge a victory that was too close for his comfort. Neither is Tarver.
Neither man wants to go first.
Up until the times that Roy would actually...
And there were boos in the house during the first fight from time to time.
Where he has an advantage.
Now they're fighting in the center of the ring, and his hand speed and foot speed is being a problem for Tarver to deal with.
Because at this weight, there's never been hand speed and foot speed like Roy Jones. Whoa! Tarver hadn't gotten off really, and Jones is landing his right hand. So even though much of the first body, as round 1 comes to a close.
All right, baby. That's what I want. Just keep the control. Keep the control. Put it in the middle. Keep the control. Keep your feints going. Keep your feints going. Okay? Yep. This joke ain't coming to you. Let's keep him going back.
Only round 1. Let's get that jab working now. Okay, let's get the jab going.
Too much respect.
Okay? Don't give them much respect.
Baby.
Okay, when he's backing you up, stay low.
Stop using that word, respect me.
Okay, okay, baby. So
Ain't
you know
no
what you
fucking
do?
respect
Then
here.
let's go out there and get yours. Come on, then go get yours, baby. Okay? Let's go get yours. Okay? Same as the last fight. Ain't nothing different. Okay? He's just trying to bully you. Okay? We ain't here for that. Okay, baby? Stay low. Keep that jab working now.
Had to say.
So evidently he has a lot of respect for Gainer. It's interesting, Murchison has been with Roy throughout his entire career, and that's really rare today. It means about going on those 16 years almost.
Well, Roy Jones has been very loyal to people who work for him and to his friends.
He's a good man, and he's helped a lot of boxers down there in his town. And in addition, he's one of the few guys that continually contributes a lot to helping Joe McClellan.
He's been the chief benefactor to McClellan, who has been in distress ever since his 1995 fight with Nigel Benn. Of course, McClellan and Jones were rivals in the amateurs and might have fought each other as professionals.
Yeah, you know what? It's still interesting that
more aggressively, more concertedly, and seemingly accepting the role of the leader in the counterpuncher's war. And there's a hard left hand by Antonio Tarver. Jones tries to come back with a right to the body and a right upstairs and another right to the middle of the belly.
You know, it's interesting. I'm watching Tarver. He seems to still be giving Roy problems. Roy has not found a way still to get a sustained attack against him.
And down goes Jones on a hard left hand, and that is the most that Roy Jones has ever been hurt. Only Lou DeVal ever knocked him down. Jones may not get up, and he makes it up. It's over. Jay Nady stops the fight, and Jones is still on Queer Street, and that's amazing. What a statement by Antonio Tarver. One big left hand shot.
He said, "What excuses do you have tonight, Roy? No excuses."
And now there's a fight breaking out in the ring. There's a fight between supporters in the ring, and our cameraman, Gordy Sager's gone down.
Jim.
The action has been quelled in the ring. I'm not really sure what was going on, but I know that Gordy Sager, our cameraman, went down and appears to be okay.
Alton Murchison said Roy Jones has gotten old, and you could see it because he was throwing one punch at a time, and he was measured by Tarver.
And he never found a way to really get through to Tarver.
That is the first time in his career he's really been hurt. He's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming. Roy is out, and Roy may be out of boxing.
And that's why Tarver wanted to be the counterpuncher, because he answered Roy's right hand with a perfect left-hand shot that knocked Jones out. There it was. One previous knockdown against Lou DeVal, that was a flash in Madison Square Garden in New York. This is the first time Roy Jones has been hammered by a power punch, and it's cost him a fight.
In two fights now, we have to say that Tarver has bested Roy Jones.
Unquestionably. There's the answer. You know, Jones was still a heavy favorite in this fight, despite everything that happened last November. Here's his valiant effort to get up, but when he managed to get to his feet, at 9, I believe, Emmanuel,
yeah,
he was still wobbling.
If he'd have got on up and they let the fight continue, he would have been seriously hurt.
There's one other thing, Emmanuel. When a fighter has spent most of his career trying to avoid punches and never taking a lot of punches, when he gets nailed with a big punch, that's what can happen.
And this was very interesting. You know, this Tarver seems to have his number. And
Antonio Magic Man Tarver.
This is for the fallen soldiers, baby. I dedicated this fight to them. Yeah. Bring our people home from Iraq, baby, so they can reunite with their families. Tampa, Florida, Orlando, Florida, we on the map. I love you all.
The man loves to talk, and right now he can talk all he wants.
Yes, he can.
He can talk for the next few months if he wants to.
I would tell him to shut up.
I'd like to listen, quite frankly. because this is going to be a great...
Thank you very much. A bit chaotic. Okay, fellas, please quiet a little bit so I can hear Antonio. Congratulations, Antonio. You said before the fight to Roy, no excuses this time. Did you see that he was vulnerable the way he was fighting you?
No, the man came out strong. He tried to dictate early, but I stayed confident, I stayed composed, and I knew it was a matter of time. When God is with you, can nothing be against you? And I knew it was my time. Judge that. Well, judge that, baby. Judge that.
Well, could you see that he was throwing one punch at a time? He really was trying to make you take the lead, and that he was open, or was it just a punch you threw that landed?
No, it was hey, knockouts happen in boxing. I was dressed down in defense. I saw everything coming, and I knew that, when he came in and tried to get offensive, I was going to let my hands go. And I was in great shape thanks to Buddy McGirt. We worked real hard, and I never gave up on my dream. So here I am, Larry.
Obviously, this big crowd and all the people out there are shocked by what happened. Even you seem a little surprised the way it ended.
Larry, if you knew the steps I had to take to get here, it's just a jubilee. I'm just happy, and I just know that God lives, and can't be denied. Can't be denied.
All right, let's take a look at the knockout, and you tell us what you saw and why you did what you did.
Right there. He missed. Perfectly timed. We both threw at the same time, and I just turned it over shorter than he did, and it caught him right on the kisser. That was a perfect punch. Perfect punch.
All right, we're going to take a look from another angle. Describe it again.
Okay. Right there, he's trying to bait me. He's trying to feint. I missed my jab. But right here, I'm still in position, and I beat him to the punch with a strong overhand left. That was a beautiful, beautiful executed punch.
What does this night mean to you, Antonio?
It means everything to me, because for so long people say I couldn't, people say I wouldn't, but I never gave up on my dream. I never gave up on myself. I knew that Antonio Tarver was the best fighter in the whole wide world. Pound for pound, baby. Pound for pound.
You said you were like, the two of you were like Siamese twins who grew up together. You parted, you came back together again. How would you describe those former Siamese twins now?
Well, you know what? We still stuck together, because this fight will go down in the history of boxing as an instant classic. This is Marvin Hagler Hearns all over again. And right now, it's just I'm glad to be a part of that. Without the great Roy Jones, none of this would be possible. It takes a great fighter to beat a great fighter. And you're looking at a great fighter tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's just take one brief look into the... Roy, there's a first time for everything.
You know how that goes, Larry, and there's no excuses on my part. I come out, I do what I do. I've had an illustrious career. I've enjoyed what I've done. And guys always are up to fight Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. has a hard time getting up to fight guys, you know what I mean? Because it's really nobody out there that Roy Jones Jr. really feel that way about. So, it happens.
But you have to feel that in terms of preparation, you gave your best.
Yeah, I did. I gave it what I had, and I got myself best prepared that I could, under the situation. I'm not making no excuses, and it happens like that sometimes.
Do you think that you're trying to stay in the middle of the ring and take control of the fight in some way, left you open?
I'm not really sure. I had to look at it and see again. The main thing was that, I'm a warrior. I'm going to fight. So, if even when I don't feel well, I don't feel good about certain things, I'm still going to fight. So, I'm always going to go down and fight. And I thank God for blessing me, giving me the opportunity to come out and do what I do.
Are you suggesting there is something wrong with you coming in tonight?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Roy Jones Jr. going to fight regardless. He don't care. You know what I'm coming from? So,
what did you two say to each other after the fight?
I said good fight, good shot. That's all I can say.
All right, we'd like you to take a look. Your second look at it, but this time you may get a different view of what happened.
All right. I threw a right hand, and he came up, I backed out, and he threw an overhand. Right off of my right hand, I tried to throw a hook, and he threw an overhand, and it was a good shot. Very good shot.
Has anything like this ever happened to you before, anywhere, anytime?
Yeah, I've been knocked down as an amateur once. Something similar to that happened to me, and it happens to the best of us.
What does this mean for the rest of your career? Do you want to fight Tarver again? Do you want to go back to the heavyweight division, or is it over?
I could fight Tarver again. I could go back to the heavyweight division. Actually, fighting somebody like Tarver is not really of interest to me, because that's why I don't get motivated for these type of fights. The heavyweight fights were the better ones, were the funner ones, and then I let myself come down to try to do this for the people, for the fans, and I should have left it alone, but I did it, and the guy wanted a good fight. I have no excuse. I thank God for blessing me, giving me the opportunity to come out and do what I do. I did. I gave him my all under the circumstance that I